Ever scroll through those business for sale listings and just, dream a little about being your own boss? It's pretty tempting. Well, today, we're going to do more than just dream. We're going to pull back the curtain on one of these listings and really figure out what it's telling us. Together, we're not just going to read it, we're going to decode it.
Of course, it always starts with a hook, doesn't it? I mean, listen to this. Highly profitable, recession-resistant. They're painting a picture, right? They want you to feel like you've just stumbled upon the golden ticket. And hey, on the surface, who wouldn't be interested? It sounds almost perfect.
And that is the million-dollar question. Or I guess in this case, the $350,000 question. So how do you get past that glossy sales pitch and start thinking like a real analyst? Well, that's exactly what we're about to do. Let's break this thing down. Okay, first up, let's look at how the seller wants us to see this opportunity. This is basically the highlight reel, It's everything designed to catch your eye and get you really excited about what this could be. You see all these buzzwords, right? Turnkey operation, experienced management in place. The story here is that you can just step right in and the money starts flowing. It paints a beautiful picture of a business that practically runs itself. But for now, these are just claims. Our job is to see if they actually hold up. All right, so let's push past the sales pitch and get to some of the basic facts. This is where we should find the vital statistics, just the simple, high-level overview of the company itself. Okay, so here we go. It's a Maid service, it's in Tampa. And look at this, it's been around for 20 years. That's a long time, which definitely suggests some stability. It's got 6 full-time employees plus a manager, which sounds solid. But wait a second, notice this? The business is 20 years old, but the listing mentions somewhere else that the current owner has only been there for 3 years. That's an interesting little detail. Let's just file that away for later. And now we get to it, the heart of any business for sale listing, the money. This is where we follow the trail of dollars and cents to see if the story the numbers are telling us matches the story in the ad. This is the first number that just jumps off the page at you, the price tag, $350,000. That's what the seller is asking for to hand you the keys. And right behind it is the second and arguably the more important number. This is supposedly what the business makes for the owner every year. This is the prize. But what in the world does this number actually mean? Because you'll notice it doesn't say profit, it doesn't say revenue, it says discretionary earnings. This is a special term, usually called seller's discretionary earnings, or SDE. And honestly, understanding this one concept is absolutely crucial if you're ever going to figure out what a small business is really worth.
So here's the deal. SDE is basically the total cash a new owner who works there full-time can expect to pull out of the business in a year. You start with the official net profit, but then you add back the owner's salary, and you also add back some non-cash expenses like depreciation. It's meant to show the true earning power for you, the new owner.
Now let's look at how they cooked up that number. See, the official net profit on the books is only about $52,000. Not bad, but not amazing. But once you add back what the current owner paid themselves and some of those other expenses, you get to that much more attractive $152,000 figure. What's also really interesting is that even though revenue dipped a tiny bit, the net profit and the final owner earnings have been growing really steadily. That's a big green flag. And this chart just makes that trend crystal clear. You can see it, right? A steady, consistent upward climb in what the owner is actually taking home over the last 3 years. This is exactly what a buyer wants to see. It shows the business is healthy and getting more profitable. So the numbers, they look pretty good, no doubt about it. But a business is so much more than a spreadsheet. Now it's time to go back to those claims we saw earlier and see if they actually hold up when we look a little closer. Aha, and here it is, our first major contradiction. Remember the ad copy? It said owner is not required for daily operations. That makes it sound like a passive investment. But then you dig into the data sheet and what does it say? Current owner works 40 hours per week. This is a huge detail. It means that $152,000 in earnings, that's for a full-time job. It's not for a hands-off investment. Big difference.
Now, these next few things aren't necessarily deal breakers, but they are absolutely questions that need answers. The reason for selling is a secret? Why? And why is the owner selling after just 3 years? The sale only includes $10,000 in assets? What exactly are you getting? And the fact that it's not pre-qualified for a loan? Well, that just means getting financing from a bank is going to be a lot harder.
So after digging through all of that, what's the big takeaway? We've learned that a business listing isn't the whole story. It's just the cover of the book. It's an advertisement. Now it's time for you to do the real work. So what's your game plan?
Number 1, you have got to verify these financials with official documents, like tax returns, no exceptions. 2, you have to know exactly what the owner does for 40 hours a week. What's the job you're actually buying? 3, find out if all the money is coming from just a couple of huge clients who could leave at any moment. And finally, number 4, you have to talk to the manager and the key employees. Are they going to stick around? Because if they walk, you might not have a business left.
See? A business listing isn't just a sales pitch, it's a map. It's full of clues and signposts and maybe a few hidden paths. The goal isn't just to find the perfect business. It's about knowing the right questions to ask so you can find the right business for you. Learning to read that map is the very first step.